Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. I am Piyush Keshavani, BTech Civil Engineering 7th semester student from National Institute of Technology Rourkela. As a part of course curriculum CE 4903 Seminar and Technical Writing, I am going to present the brief synopsis of one of the very famous novel 0 to 1 Notes on Startup or How to Build the Future, which is written by Peter Thiel with Blake Masters. Who is Peter Thiel? Peter Thiel is the co-founder and CEO of PayPal. In 2002, he sold PayPal to eBay for $1.5 billion. After the sale, the original members of Thiel's team at PayPal, the people whom he personally hired and mentored, went on to create big companies such as Yelp, LinkedIn, YouTube, and many more. These billion-dollar companies have fundamentally changed the way we are using internet today. Based on the number of successful companies that Peter Thiel has influenced, it seems that he knows the secret to building a billion-dollar business with a better future. The man who understands the complex function of success, having uncountable variables, but solve them in a seven concrete questions which must be considered before starting the new startup business. As the title of the book is 0 to 1, what does it mean? The book starts with very visionary conclusion as every moment in business happens only once. The next Bill Gates will not build an operating system. The next Larry Page or Sergey Brin would not make a search engine, and the next Mark Zuckerberg would not create a social network. If any one of you is copying these guys, it means he or she is not learning from them. Peter believes in a revolutionary concept which transforms the dogma of existing scenario and entitled it as a creative innovation from something which does not exist, he termed as zero, to something which is technically viable, he termed as one. According to Peter, iterative development makes the newly born one to a gentleman and which is the progressive, nevertheless innovation. Let's see what is the role of technology and globalization in the phase transformation from 0 to 1. Peter termed as the vertical or intensive progress if the phase is changing from 0 to 1. It means if something is going to create which does not exist earlier, it means from non-existing 0 to the existing 1, and Peter commented it can be achieved with the help of technology. On the other hand, if something is moving from 1 to n, developing in some form like increased efficiency, increased output, it results in a horizontal or extensive progress, and Peter said that globalization is the core responsible for the horizontal or extensive progress. So, what are the Thiel's three secrets to build such a big multi-billion dollar businesses? Peter always considered three counterintuitive ways to think before starting a business. First one of which is what important truth do very few people agree with you? Before starting or working on any plan, one should consider what is the important truth that exists on his particular idea with very less people agree on that. It may or may not true, but thinking on that way will put you on the safer side and will make your concept unique. Now, the second is if you want to start a big business, start by dominating a small market. Peter commented in his novel, don't try to be get a 1% share of a billion-dollar market, try to get 80% share of a $1 million market. So if you are trying to start any big business, try to start with a small market and try to cover almost the whole market. Now the third is strive to be monopoly. Monopoly is a big term. We will discuss it in next slide. So what is monopoly? If we will see the monopoly from the economic considerations, it may be termed as a bad, but from the startup point of consideration, Peter said that monopoly prevents the competition from eating away your profits and that ensures your stay in a business. Monopoly makes you stay in the business. Monopoly saves the new startups. Peter gave the four following things to king in a monopoly. First one of which is brand association. Brand always matters, Peter said. When we think of buying any new product, the first thing which comes in our mind is the brand. Now, second is proprietary technology. Why we consider that particular brand? One of the reason behind that is the proprietary technology. The technology they are using is far better than what others are offering. Now, the third is a network effect. What is the network effect? Network effect implies that if a large number of people or a large group of people using some particular thing, then there is a chance that another people or rest of the people will go for the same option. It gives us the network effect. Now, fourth is the economies of scale. Economies of scale implies if you are growing up in your business, the cost of growth must be as small as possible. So this is termed as the economies of scale. Now, this I termed as a seven hammer to break tracer. This is a complete gamut of the novel. Peter said before starting any startup, one should consider the following seven questions. First one of which is engineering question. Peter said before starting we have to consider the technology that we are going to use, whether it is 10 times better than the competition. Now the second is the timing question. Peter said the right thing on right time always makes success. So one should consider whether when he is going to start the work, whether the time is right or not. Now the third is a monopoly question, as we have already discussed how much monopoly is important for any business. Now the fourth part is people question. As any startup is composed of a teamwork, so it is very important to choose the right people in your team. The people who always hear you, the people who agrees on you. Now the fifth is a distributive question. Peter said, as much as the sales and engineering product development plan is important, the distribution plan is equally important. Why? Because if you are generating a new product, your services will be judged on the basis of your distribution plan and distribution time. Now the sixth one is the durability question. Peter considered as you have to think from the new startup point, where will you land after 10 years from now. So it is durability is very important for being consistent in the market and to generate the future cash flow. The last but not least, the secret question. It is a very important because every startup has some new idea, some new concept which others cannot see. So if your idea has a potential, then it can also be a $1 billion business. So this is all the brief about the 0 to 1. I hope you all liked it. Thank you.